morning. Happy Monday. I know Emily said last night that Monday was my favorite day of the week. Say good morning if you're just popping on. Monday is my favorite day of the week because I feel like it really sets the tone for the whole rest of your week. Good morning, Holly. So if y'all are popping on, say good morning. I would love to hear from y'all. So I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about how to still be successful while working your full-time job, because I know that so many of you work a full-time job, and I hear it a lot that like people say that they have trouble with that. I don't want to say they don't have time, because I don't play that, because you have got to stop going to work your life away for a job that will replace you tomorrow. Period. Because I can promise you, if I go and turn in my resignation tomorrow as a teacher, they will have somebody in my classroom by the end of the week. Right? So do not go to work all day long and work your 9 to 5 at someone else's job and not come home or not find a way to work on your dreams. Because and if you love your job, that's great, because I love my job. I love teaching. The only reason why I still do it is because I love it. Because I'm not saying this to like brag or be funny. I want you guys to know that it is 110% possible to replace your income. I make double selling Scentsy right now than I do teaching. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying because I have worked my tail off and not gone to work as a teacher every single day and not came home or found a way to work my business to the point where I can walk away. So that's where I want to start that off with. Do not go to work and give your life away to a job that will replace you, because you have the opportunity to do whatever it is you want to do with your time. If that looks like staying at home with your kids, if that looks like moving across the country, if that looks like still working full-time and doing Scentsy, that's fine. But you cannot let your business fall apart because you get busy with your 9 to 5 job, okay? And that was the one thing that I really felt like was on my heart this morning, because I am going back to work. And I mean, most people know, even if you're not a teacher, you know that the beginning of the school year is very busy and stressful, and we've got a lot on our plate. So I have 2 kids that are crazy. They are now going to be in 2 different schools, because Marley is starting a very intense / great preschool program in 2 different places for my kids. Mason's about to start soccer, Marley's about to start gymnastics, and I'm going back to work today. So I just want to tell you that, so that you know that I'm not sitting here preaching to you about nothing. And I'm a grade level chair, which means I've got more responsibilities. And on top of all of that, I have the principal's kid in my classroom this year. So if you don't know what that means, that just means you got to really be on your P's and Q's. Anyway, so how I'm working my business while still working my 9 to 5 job. I am going to be busy with my 9 to 5 with teaching, but I am not going to let teaching take over my life. These are some ways that I am going to continue to work my business. So I am going to feed into you guys, my team, by going live and training you guys when I have the time. A lot of times, for those of you that have been with us, you know that I like to train on the way to work, because it gets me fired up. I feel like it helps you guys. So I am still going to train in the morning. So when I have my lunch break, and I don't really have a break, well, I do when I have teacher work days, but I'm not going to sit and socialize with all of these teachers. I love these teachers, but I've got goals to meet and I've got things that I got to get done. So when it's my lunch break, I'm not going to be scrolling on Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to be getting my Maven to zero by asking people to join, host, buy. I am going to be intentionally asking people to get orders through email and through social media and through text. Let me tell you what my goal is today. Obviously, I already have a party ready to close with the Mickey and Avengers and Spider-Man and all that. So I'm going to be ready to close that as soon as that goes live. Now, it gives me anxiety to not have a party that's like ready to close so that if someone wants to order that I can offer them free shipping. So as soon as I close that order, I'm literally going to go to my workstation tab. I'm going to go under the reporting tab. I'm going to go under sales, and in the order history, there's a place where you can search different scents. So I'm going to go through some of my favorites like White Tea and Cactus and Shimmer and Oodles of Orange is a really big seller. I am going to go through those. I'm going to go search those scents, and I'm going to write down all of the names and the scents that are going away so that I can intentionally be very specific and let them know. They may have seen my flyer on Instagram stories, but they probably didn't pay it much attention because they see that, they don't go through and read all of that, right? So I am going to go follow up with those people intentionally so that on the 19th, which is when the new season sales kits come out, that I have a party to close then as well. So that on the 19th, I can buy the laundry and body bundle that I've been eyeing and have a free shipping order to go to, okay? So as soon as I close one party, I'm already working on another, right? And I am branding myself, so I have a shirt on that talks about Scentsy. I have my water bottle that says Scentsy because, let's be honest, I'm about to meet a bunch of people that I don't know because there's going to be new staff, right? So I'm branding myself. Also, I have some gift bags that my principal asked me to get together. Now, what I did for my gift bags was that I gave a bath bomb and then a bunch of samples and a Wax Cash coupon that they have to use with me, and they get $5 off a $50 or more purchase. Okay? So I didn't want to give them everything. I wanted to leave them wanting more, right? And I'm going to be building relationships with these people. Now, something else that's really great that's happening this week is I have training for all of the 4th and 5th grade teachers at a different school on Tuesday and Wednesday. So hell yes, I'm showing up branded. Like, I already have my outfits planned out, and I am not a planner on work days. I normally am in gym clothes. But since I'm going to go to a school with a bunch of people I really don't know, I've already planned 2 Scentsy shirts to wear. I'm going to have my water bottle. I am going to have catalogs and samples with me. This is an amazing opportunity to meet people. You have to have Scentsy with you all the time, okay? Now, I am going to be busy, but like I said, I'm going to work in 15 to 20 minute increments, okay? So that means if I need to go pee, I'm going to take my phone with me and I'm going to do some follow-up while I pee. And I'm not worried about all the making samples and stuff like that. So I'm going to go this afternoon, hopefully. My husband's working nights this week, which is awesome considering I'm going back to work, and that just is great that he's working nights this week, right? I completely reorganized my office and got all of my bulk sampling done with all of the stuff that I had. So I will walk you guys through my office and what that bulk sampling looks like because I already have that done. So I'm ready to go. Also, you should always have like trial packets ready to go. So something else that I'm doing, because guys, like Emily said last night, if your testers are in your house, they're not making you any money. If you have more than one set of testers, you need to have already separated those testers into all of the ones that are going away. okay? All of the ones that are going away, if you have more than one set of testers. So I have like 4 sets of testers, so I've already separated them. Well, some of them are out, but I've left one set fully intact because I'm going to host my last chance first glance party, and I want those testers at that party, and I'm still going to separate those. But what I'm doing, I had one other set. There's a bunch of scents going away. So I separated that into 3 trial packs. And what I mean by a trial pack is I literally took one of those room spray Ziplocs and I separated those testers into 3 bags. And I have 2 catalogs and order forms in each of those, because you have to get rid of all of these business supplies that are sitting in your house, because they're not doing anything for you if they're sitting there, right? And so my goal is to get all 3 of those out into potential recruits' hands. So sort of like when Emily was talking about a boss bag, I'm just calling it my trial pack. I haven't came up with a cute name. If anybody else has a cute name, let me know. But I was talking to a girl last night who is a hostess at a restaurant that we went to last weekend, and she heard me talking about Scentsy, and she just like reached out randomly. I really don't know her at all. And she was like, hey, did I see you at 316 the other night? And I was like, yeah. And I could have left the conversation. Like, I was just like, yeah, that was me. My brother-in-law got married and we were there celebrating him. I could have just left that conversation alone and just said yes. But then I went back and I was like, well, do you love your job? Like, how are you doing? Like, trying to build that relationship with her. And literally, it took 2 questions of me asking her how she liked her job. And then I asked something else, and she was literally like, you know, I've really been thinking about joining Scentsy. Hey girl, hey, like, let's go. And I already had that trial pack ready to go. So tomorrow after work, I'm going to go to her work. I'm going to pick up takeout and I'm going to drop that off for her. So I already have that ready to go, and I got her really excited, and she is going to try before she buys, because she's like, I just don't have a lot of money to spend on the $99 kit. Girl, you don't got to. You get $500 worth of orders and you can come on over here for free. So you always have to remember that people are watching you all the time. Just like Emily said yesterday, I said that I wasn't working my business, but she was watching me and she asked me to join. And now this girl that I just talked to said she had been watching me and thought about joining, and her grandfather is really sick and she wants to be able to just have a little bit of extra money to take care of her grandparents. And if I would have not been intentional about continuing that conversation with her on social media, she could have asked somebody else to join. Somebody else had actually, she had screenshotted somebody else's like host to join, like thing in their story. And she was like, but I heard you talking at 316 and I've seen you on social media and I know you're really successful and I really want to join with somebody who can help me like really do this. So guys, people are watching. So if you're going back to your 9 to 5, or even if you are working all the time, make time to work in 15 to 20 minute spurts. Even when I was home for the summer, I wasn't sitting in my office for hours. I was doing things productively. Everybody is busy. But if you don't make your goals and your big dreams a priority, no one is going to. You can't hire somebody to do your push-ups. You can't hire somebody to go and build your business. You have to wake up every day with the intention of rising above, with the intention of knowing that even though you may love your job, they will replace you tomorrow. And Scentsy's not going anywhere. And Scentsy has the ability to change your life if you let it. And I know people are like, well, I could never do that. Well, you're damn right you can't do it. And I'm sorry, I'm just getting fired up. But if you believe that you can't, or you believe that you can, you're right. And I listened to a podcast yesterday that really just like hit me in my feels, because what you speak into existence can happen. So I want you, and I know I'm getting like super in my feels, I want you to speak something into existence right now. Because at World Tour, when I was a presenter, I literally said, I will make SSD this year. I said it like 3 times while I was up there on stage presenting. And guess what, guys? I manifested that. Not because the universe just loves me and I just got lucky, because you don't get lucky forever and ever, amen, in this business. You have to work. But I want you to say something out loud and claim it. I will earn a $10,000 paycheck this fall. Or I will earn top 150. Not you want to, not you wish you could. You need to wake up with intention every single day to do something that's going to get you to your 5-year goals. That's going to get you closer to whatever it is that you're wanting to reach to. Because if I let it, teaching will take over my life. And I will go to work all day and teach, and then go home and take care of my kids and watch Netflix instead of using that 20 minutes to work my business. So just remember that you have the ability to change your life regardless of how busy you are. Because anybody that knows me knows that I don't take busy as an excuse, because you either make an excuse or you make it a priority. And there are plenty of days that I don't get done all of the things that I wanted to get done, and that's okay. But what's not okay is saying that you're too busy because you work a full-time job, or you have 2 kids, or you're a single mom, or whatever, and then not doing anything about it. Because I was there. I was a single mom. I didn't have money to even pay for my kids' daycare. My mama had to pay for it, and I said no more. So just remember that you are in charge of you. And I know that you can find success with this business, but you've got to put your head down, get to work on the things that matter. The things that matter, the things that are going to bring you money, the things that are going to build your team, the things that are going to help you rise to success, and the things that are going to make other people realize that this is serious and that you can change your life. So 15-minute spurts, join. You need to be asking all the people to join. You need to be booking all the parties. If somebody doesn't want to party with you in August, you can book parties in September, October, November. I already have parties booked in September and October. So put your head down, get to work, and let's change the world. Love y'all. Have a great Monday.